I'm not the one beating up on children. It's the people who are promoting gender transitions in children that are potentially harming them.
That is Mandy Gunasekara. She's a conservative former Trump official who helped withdraw the United States from a global climate change agreement. At this hearing on sustainable investing,
It's not about believing, it's a matter of fact.
she's attacking transgender care. Vermont Democrat Becca Balint is incredulous.
It feels like every single hearing that I am in, whether it is in oversight or whether it is in budget or whether it is in a subcommittee, somehow the witnesses find a way to bring in trans children into whatever conversation we're trying to have here.
This conversation, this hearing with witnesses summoned by Republicans, examined what is known as ESG. It's an evaluation of companies based on their commitment to environmental, social, and government responsibility. Many Republicans believe ESG scoring caused Bud Light Beer and Target to show support for the LGBTQ community. Mandy Gunasekara took her right-wing critique even further.
And one of the things that you said in your information here that you provided was that the dangers of ESG include promoting gender transitions for children. And I want to know, do you really believe that garbage?
It's not about believing, it's a matter of fact.
So you believe that investing strategies are actually a secret, it's weaponized to support and promote gender transition for children. I just want to, is essentially that what you're saying? Or do you just use it as another opportunity to beat up on children? So do you believe this?
I'm not the one beating up on children. It's the people who are promoting gender transitions in children that are potentially harming them.
Well, so let me tell you,
if I
could, let me tell you where I was, where I stepped out. And this is why I'm bringing it up. I stepped out to sit down with parents of trans kids from states that have come after their kids, and now their kids can't get the level of care that they deserve and need. And they literally said, when you leave this room, could you please, the next time you're in a room with someone bringing up yet again our children and our families as some kind of boogeyman, that you will actually stand up for us. And literally, I didn't think it would take less than a half hour. I left that hearing, here I am.
That's right. A hearing that was supposed to be about responsible investing in sustainable energy companies turned into a Republican effort to blast the transgender community and shame LGBTQ supporters. For a few months now, there have been signs that the Republican Party wants to turn everything into a culture war, and that all of the major issues of our day, national defense, taxes, the economy, the environment, and education, are losing issues for the GOP unless things are tied into wokeness. And even though most Americans aren't sure what woke means, LGBTQ rights and solidarity somehow seems to fit. Furthermore, it is clearly a lot easier for Republicans to attack bathrooms and transgender health care than to have an honest discussion or debate about something like government incentives for sustainable energy investing. And so, we see creatures like Mandy Gunasekara show up at a Republican-led congressional hearing. Let there be no doubt, these GOP hearings are not a serious examination of U.S. government policy. They are just another stage for the GOP's simplistic and divisive right-wing political strategy. By the way, a Republican was recently caught lying in another congressional hearing and got demolished.
Did I just hear you say that you offered to come and sit with members of the majority in the last Congress?
That's correct.
You did?
Yes.
And did you ever do that?
Yes.
With who?
Mr. Moskowitz,
No.
Ms. Porter.
Mr. Moskowitz was not in Congress last Congress.
I'm talking about this Congress.
I said last Congress. You said last Congress. He asked you last Congress.
Check out that video at the link below. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.